Hey, Nick, are you ready to rock?
I guess, man. Like, I'm not really
With the
sure.
clowns?
No. No. Don't bring in the clowns.
Wait, mistake?
Don't send in the fucking clowns.
Mistake or the clowns?
No,
dude, all of them can burn.
You're stealing my shit. When they come out, I was like, is this a band of mistakes?
It is.
Well,
it is.
The band's name is actually the Names. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. It's the month of October. This is our rock and roll slasher month.
It's fucking March.
What a start.
You said October.
Oh, I did March. Which just so happens, by the way, I found out that rock and roll slashers seem like a good idea, but they never really are. They're all pretty bad. So, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Oh, yeah, here's the beginning.
It's your favorite final girl and boy, Emily and Nick. And your favorite final babysitter, Mike.
Slurp.
Coming at you with a new episode of Gag Me with a Knife, a weekly podcast where we dissect, disembowel, and shred the best and worst slasher movies. Sorry. Lost my voice. March is our rock and roll slasher month, so we're going to get started with, we're going to get ready to rock with 1980s Terror on Tour, also known as The Crabs. And Emily's got the back of the box. You ever been on tour, Mike?
No.
Occupational hazard, my brother. Anyway, Emily's got the back of the box.
I'm too fat to be a rock star.
No, I never got laid.
Well, you're not too fat to get the
Yeah,
get
we know
crabs.
you've never gotten laid.
Not on tour.
3 or 4.
right.
I never tried. I didn't want that.
Terror strikes as the music begins. The Clowns are a rock group on their way up the barbed ladder of success. Okay. In their macabre makeup, it is impossible to distinguish one from the other. Their incredible stage performance centers around sadistic, mutilating theatrics, and eventually real murders begin. The police are called in and consider the band members prime suspects until they realize the killings are occurring during their performances. The search for the murderer begins and ends with the audience chanting, "Kill, kill, kill, kill." 1980, your thoughts?
These ain't your dad's juggalos.
What?
Pin. Ow.
Oh, like ICP?
Well, I mean,
ICP or
dude,
the Clowns?
This is a bad, like, Alice Cooper,
Mary
like,
Fuck
Kiss
Kill,
ripoff.
Mary Fuck Kill, ICP, the Clowns, and
Kiss.
no,
Alice
something,
Cooper.
no, something like bad, like something that's
I
bad.
like Alice Cooper.
No,
and
I know
Kiss.
that's why I said just something is bad.
I thought the band was pretty good.
The
I-
Clowns?
They sucked.
If they played the Pilot Light,
Who
I'd be
did I
down
say?
there.
The Clowns. What was
The
the other?
Clowns, ICP, and
ICP and
Tiny Tim.
Kid Rock.
Come
Mary
on.
Fuck Kill.
Kill Kid
Oh,
Rock.
God.
Kill Kid Rock. Fuck the Clowns.
marry the
ICP
Clowns.
and marry the Clowns.
Fuck ICP. No, fuck Kid Rock.
No,
Kill
Kid
ICP.
Rock.
You're going to fuck the
Kid Rock's a
American
Republican.
badass.
Kid
My
Rock's
name is Kid.
Kid Rock's a trumper.
I went to bang,
and,
bang, bang. I love that song still. I don't
ICP
give a
Going,
fuck.
keep going.
But
Juggalos
I
hate
do think the
Nazis.
picture by
Juggalos
Sheryl
hate
Crow and
Nazis
Kid Rock
and
is
Kid
the
Rock
worst
is
song that's
Nazi
ever
adjacent.
happened. It makes me want to commit mass shootings.
I don't know what either
Goodness.
one of you are talking about.
Picture-
This
the
is
song Picture by
ridiculous.
Sheryl Crow
What movie
and-
are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh, sorry.
Kill Sheryl Crow.
Terror
Fuck,
on
what
It
if
was
God
just-
was one of
What?
It
us?
was just Sheryl
Joan
Crow
Os-
and Kid
Well,
Rock.
dude,
Joan
all she
Osborne.
wanted to do was have some fun.
Mary Tori Amos.
Not when she. Wait, you just made up people.
Yeah, these are real
Okay,
people.
so Mike, get
You
us
are
going.
definitely not her favorite mistake.
So
Eric Clapton. That was written by Eric
I'm
Clapton.
gonna pull an Emily and be like, what I wrote
She
down.
dated him.
Are we doing a movie?
Okay,
What I wrote-
okay. First
What?
of all, this
Fuck.
is 1980s, so this is an early slasher. So if it
Thought we
came
were
out in
talking about the
80,
Crabs.
it was made in 79. So you know, a little. I'll give it a little leniency, but also it's. God, I thought I was gonna love this movie so much when I first saw like the cover of it, and it took me forever to find a copy of it.
These guys hate it way
And
more
I
than me. I thought it was
finally
fun.
get this fucking movie,
It's fun.
and it's so fucking underwhelming, and it's so fucking dark, and whatever.
We were watching on YouTube as well.
No,
Like,
this
Oh, you got
copy
the
do.
VHS.
Dude, I almost took a picture.
I think the YouTube
of
copy
how
is
dark
better.
my
Oh, no
TV
shit.
screen
Yeah.
was.
Also, the soup Nazi from Seinfeld is in
That's
this
the
movie,
coolest
and
thing about
he's
this
the
movie.
killer. But anyway,
We'll get there.
Get us going.
Okay, so what I wrote down, Dude and Emily here, kiss type deal, bunch of mistakes, because they look like Mistake from Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
And, one thing we didn't mention is the guy who directed this, he fucking directed Ilsa.
Yes,
She Wolf of the SS.
I wrote that down. I wrote that down.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's the same guy.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But-
so did he just, instead of like Nazi ladies whipping people, he just has a rock band instead?
Remember when Ian wanted me to go with her for like a convention sometime, and I was like, no.
I don't.
Anyway, so also, yep.
Yep. Also,
I can kind of see it, but that's bad taste.
no,
Yeah.
Bad Taste is a Peter Jackson movie.
All right. Different kind of thing, man.
Same night.
So yeah, no, it's dark. It's not very good. It's just
Why don't you tell us what you
it's
really
a chore.
think, Emily?
It was a chore.
I thought it was fun.
a dark and stormy night, Mike.
Okay.
And you can tell that this is a real band that played the band. Yes,
Names.
they're called the Names,
Good
and
name.
they were not actors, and you can tell.
I thought they did okay.
The soup
I like
Nazi, the guy that
everything.
played the soup Nazi, who's in this movie, he plays the manager. He actually went on IMDb at
killer.
one point and wrote a review saying, "Sorry, I was in this movie."
I hate it when people
So-
do that. Like I hear the guy that's famous for Walking Dead now, what's his name? That played Henry in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh.
He won't sign Henry shit.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker won't sign Henry shit. I hate
Why?
when motherfuckers big time
It's a
just
pretty
because they
rough
did a
movie, man.
Well, I mean, but it's good. I mean, what are you can do, mate? Like, what, okay.
But you shouldn't apologize for what you do to make money and get yourself out there. If
But
you're
that
an actor,
movie
you're
is
in a
like it's
fucking
real.
movie.
Like that is a real. I mean, it's a rough watch, but it's
It's a well-made
realistic.
movie.
It's not a poorly made movie. He's good in it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do they want to do? He could have just been in one of those shitty serial killer movies that what's his face Uli Lommel did that has like one
Good
star
call.
on IMDb.
Yeah. Good
Like at least
call.
he was in one that was good. But
Yeah.
so are
there's
you
this
ready to get us started or?
There's this fucking band playing. The Names, the Clowns, whatever you want to call them. There are dancing girls on stage, which somehow get switched out with mannequins.
Yeah.
People are getting feisty in the pit. There's dude throwing punches.
Oh, by the way, there is nearly a woman that has a name in this movie.
Burkina
No,
Flower.
that one.
Oh,
No, there's the one woman they have that's a
cop-
prostitute that goes undercover.
the fake cop girl.
She's not a fake cop.
You can tell she fucked that cop,
She's a
too.
real prostitute.
She calls him a bastard twice.
She's a real prostitute that goes undercover. She has a name. I don't remember what it is. But
She calls that dude that cop a bastard
yeah,
a few
but
times.
she's the only one. Like every other woman that gets killed in this movie is a prostitute that does not have a name.
They're groupies. They don't have
No,
to get
they're
paid. They want to fuck the clowns.
no. They're all prostitutes.
I disagree.
No, they are.
Nick, you disagree too, right? They're
About what?
They're groupies.
No, I'm telling you, in like the plot synopsis, they
All
are
the
prostitutes.
ladies who get killed in this
Yes,
movie?
they're all
No.
prostitutes.
What prostitutes go to rock shows?
The ones they pay them.
Oh, there was that. They were having a party.
Yeah.
Well, there's an informant there too, but she might have been
Yeah.
a prostitute.
She was a
She's the
prostitute.
girl
She
with
is
the
a
name.
prostitute, but they asked her to go undercover.
They're-
She's a well-known
Yeah.
prostitute. They get to go undercover
They're
because
they're-
prostitutes
no-
are
no
getting
pun
killed.
intended,
That's the whole reason they get
she's
her to
there
go undercover.
finger them.
They probably just wanted to call them whores.
No pun intended.
They want to call them the whores.
Or sex workers. Let's just call them sex workers. That's
I think they
that,
were just sluts.
Hookers.
But
no. They
I'm
are.
sorry the internet says
No, man.
different. I'm just
Sex
telling you.
workers, man.
I
No,
watched this movie and
Mike,
I thought they
the
were
reason they
groupies.
get a prostitute to go undercover is because she knows the people that have been getting killed because they are fellow prostitutes.
I thought it was because the cop.
No.
She owed him a favor because he let her off.
No, it's
Okay.
because they're like people she knows.
Instead of calling them groupies, I'll call them
Sex
hookers.
workers. Sex workers. Everything else is
Hookers.
that's offensive and canceled. So sex workers is the term.
SWs.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
I wrote they got some chops, but apparently I'm the only one who thinks they're a good band.
I didn't hate. I
think
them.
the Names are a perfectly good rock
And
band.
I saw that they have another song on
And after
YouTube
the
that I
first show,
haven't
when they're
listened
like,
to yet.
they do some
but
kind of black
we'll see.
metal goodbye. They're like, "Wah, die."
Yeah, I do want to listen to this other song called. It's not from the movie, and it's not the one I'm going to play at the end because it's from the movie that I'm playing at the end. But there's one called "It's a Miracle," and they look kind of cool in it because I think it was in '77 when they recorded it, like before they did this movie. Anyway, they all are sorry they did it.
They're all
by the
dressed
way.
up like clowns, I guess, like shitty. They look like mimes. They look
Well,
like
I would
mistakes.
be
no,
too.
they're supposed
It's
to
all
be
black and
Kiss
white.
ripoffs.
Yeah, the clowns.
That's what it is. I did like
The quarter face mask,
the
where it's
quarter
just like
face
one
mask.
eye.
Yeah, I really like that. And how that one
Phantom
guy
of
would
the
always,
Opera shit.
the one guy that like couldn't talk to girls without putting makeup on, he would
Yeah.
always he would always do that one.
Herb.
Maybe that's a problem. You keep putting makeup on.
So
No, that's the only time he felt uncomfortable talking to women if he didn't have the makeup on. They'd talk to him though when he had the makeup on because they thought he was part of the band when he wasn't.
yeah,
He was like
yeah,
their roadie.
he ends up not being part of the band.
He's
no
like
shit.
he's like their roadie or like something.
he just likes to do that.
His name's
because it
Dan.
makes him-
What's it, Herb? Yeah.
Herb.
Well, wait a minute. Do you think there was like some kind of like
They talk about
red
it at
herring
length.
or whatever, but it
Well,
just
yeah,
didn't work
you
out.
think it's him
You're
because he's
supposed
the
to-
one that
It didn't
dresses
work
up.
out.
You're supposed to
The
think it's
manager,
him.
you don't
Okay,
know the
yeah,
manager
yeah.
dresses up
Gotcha.
until the end.
You're supposed to think it's him because I mean they take every opportunity to
well,
make
the
him
band's
look like
on
a
stage
fucking
when people are
creep.
getting killed. So
Yes.
somebody,
Tell
somebody
who
dressed
was in
like
the
a
band and
clown.
who wasn't.
I know,
That's
but
the
you don't
point.
think anyone else is dressing up except
You
for the
only
people in
see
the
the-
band, but you know that
You
this
know from the
other guy,
beginning, he
you
gets
know
dressed
Herb
up.
is
and you
dressing
see a
up.
clown killing
Okay.
people.
He's
That-
the only other person you know that's not in the band that's painting himself up.
It turns
So
out the manager is also
Shit's
dressing up.
weak
they
as
take
fuck.
every opportunity to make him look like a sad sack and a
He's
murderer.
pretty sad.
Yeah.
So
Up on stage still, a girl gets stabbed, but there's a mannequin too.
He gets his
and
head
they
knocked
pull the
off or
arm off the
whatever.
mannequin and knock its head off with its own arm, and the fucking crowd starts going kill, 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 and they're all fighting over the mannequin part, whatever. And then we go backstage to Herb and Jeff. I didn't know their names till the end of the movie.
I only know Herb
But
and Jeff.
I wrote two
And what's
dudes
the
and the
manager's
boss.
name? Dan?
Tim.
Tim. Yeah, those are the only three names I ever heard, really.
And then Jeff is kind of the wild guy, and he's trying to
Jeff
get.
is the one that gets
he's
fired
borrowing
at
money
the
for
end, right?
Quaaludes. He's trying to buy some Quaaludes.
But he's the one that gets fired at the end, right?
Yes,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
Jeff. So we see her putting on makeup. Okay. And he gives Jeff some money to get some Quaaludes while they're smoking a joint. And there's a blonde knocking on the door. She's the Quaalude dealer.
Have you thought about calling
She's
her?
also a prostitute, but
No, she dies.
I know,
She's
but-
the first person that kills.
yeah, no, she's not. The first
kill.
person that dies is the girl on stage.
That's a fake knife.
No, it isn't. Not the first. Not what that.
The police don't investigate the
Yes, they
girl on
do.
stage.
That's-
That's part of the stage show, dude.
No, it isn't.
It looked real. No, I was confused at first too. They
It's
used
in
the
the kill
fake
ca-
knife to. It's in the kill count.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to that website. So there.
Oh no, it's not. I
there
made
are
my
two-
own.
There's a boss guy. Yeah, well, you're WRONG.
Guys,
I don't give a fuck.
Well, wrong.
Yeah, I know how to spell, Mike.
So the owner of the venue and the
Prove it.
manager are arguing about money.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that
And
means?
they don't have a show tomorrow, and the
Start with
manager, the
It's
manager,
independent. It's from a song.
the manager warns the venue owner that they're going to have a party the next
Say
night, so he might not want to
alphabet.
come.
A B C D.
That wouldn't prove you knew how to spell it. It would just prove the alphabet.
TIM. Tim.
So then the leader,
Give me a
like the
hold
singer
on,
of the
time out.
band,
Give me a word to spell.
Mike, give her a word to spell. What's the next word on your list?
No, don't do that. Give me a toughie.
guy,
No, give me a toughie.
GIA,
GUY. Give me a hard one. I used to be a spelling bee.
intercept.
She's
INT.
She's doing it.
And then spell it and then say it again.
She's fucking doing it. Oh my God.
CEPT.
I know.
Wow,
She has to
fucking
spell it out with her
lift off.
fingers, people. You missed that.
God
Have you ever
damn.
watched kids that do the spelling bee that like talk into their fucking hands and do weird shit?
They're probably aliens that are cheating.
No, they're just like ass pee. thing.
Well, they're
Go
also
on.
playing online poker. That's what
Kids?
they're doing in the
Y'all,
hands.
you better not try to rush me later after this. Just impromptu fucking
Actually,
spelling
I'm going
bee.
to rush you right now. So how's
Go,
about that?
Mike.
Why don't you do it?
Now, crack that whip. The leader of the clowns, the senior
The leader
guy.
of the clowns.
Ugh.
Leaders of men.
How come I didn't get a line?
Your line is the narration.
No one got a line,
It was
Mike.
a joke because you're acting all squirrely.
Yeah, man. Back on the trail.
So he rips off another arm off a mannequin, throws it in the crowd. It's not a real person, it's a mannequin. And then he gives an epic speech.
Who?
The band at the end of the show, he's like,
Oh.
we're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of bubblegum. That's an epic speech, not this epic speech, but I didn't write down the words. So we see Jeff and the, I guess, prostitute, even though she's just selling Quaaludes, If she was a prostitute, you'd think she'd be there to get money from fucking.
Everybody's getting
So during the
ripped
drug
off
deal,
in
he's
this
like,
movie.
she's like $100 for the Quaaludes.
She does a few things.
She's like $100 for the
She's an
Quaaludes.
entrepreneur.
He's like, here's 50. I've got to go get the other 50. You stay right here. And we.
And we're still waiting on the Quaaludes.
As soon as the door closes, though, he's like, haha, you're going to have fun out there because it was a scam. He just paid $50 for $100 worth of Quaaludes. Which he
Wonder
is,
how many that is.
I don't know, but he's giving them to the drummer. The drummer's out of control, and he's got a drug problem. We see a guy, I guess in clowns, stalker visioning down the dark hallway, and the lady's still waiting. And there's some waka 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 waka
Lady
guitar.
in red.
Dude, you are tripping, dog.
She is wearing red.
Share.
The girl that with the Quaaludes, she's wearing red.
Oh, okay. I didn't write that down. What's
Oh,
wrong with
she's
me?
wearing a red clown's shirt.
She's wearing a red
The band shirt.
She's wearing a red clown suit.
If she's wearing the
Not
clown's
a clown
t-shirt,
suit. No,
It's
the
then
red.
band.
she's a
red.
groupie.
No. She's a fan of
Well,
the
the
clowns.
Quaalude lady gets killed by the killer.
Yeah, she's like, but she recognizes him when she sees him. She's like, oh, hey, like you can tell she recognizes him, so you know it's someone that.
Or maybe she's just like, you're in the clowns. They all look the same. They all do look the
That's
same.
true. That's
you
true.
cannot tell these clowns
Yeah,
apart.
because a lot of them do that little do they all do that little mask thing on the corner?
I really tried
They're all
to
identical.
keep
Yeah.
keep this straight, and it didn't work. I was just like, a clown. A clown does this.
Because
a clown does
I know
that.
that
One of them
her,
seems to only have a half mask, right?
I thought all of them did.
Well, some are
The
quarter
killer
masks.
the killer has a quarter mask, and so does Herb. But then there has to be someone in the band that also has it. Maybe it's Jeff. I don't know. Do they
Jeff's
all?
another
Do
sound
they all
guy.
really have different masks?
I couldn't tell the difference.
Okay.
Like, I never knew which clown was which.
That was a real question I had because I was like, do they all have this? Are they all the same clown, or are they doing something like Kiss where they're all different? Because I couldn't really tell that much of a difference.
So after the stab, the band and the manager are having a circle jerk about how they're number 31 on the charts. And one of the guys, I don't know which one because I can't tell them apart without makeup either. One of them goes to bed. The other skeezing for groupies. And somebody says they're all, oh, yeah, he's like talking about the groupies. He's like, they're all dog. Like, he's like, what about the girl you went back with last night? She was a real dog. And he says, they're all dogs.
Yeah. These guys suck.
Yeah, because this is what being a band's really
I've
like.
never.
No.
You never go to bed with a. I don't know. Some countries on Ben can tell you.
I'm sure
I've never
I'm
gone
sure a lot of
I've
people
never gone to bed
are
with
like
an ugly
this.
one, but I've sure woken up next to one.
Oh, it all happened.
I don't know. It's a song.
So the manager and the venue owner are fucking around again. He gets some money. The manager does.
Tim.
But when he's leaving,
Tim.
Tim, yeah, the manager.
Jeff Jeff.
When the
T.I.
owner
Mike.
is leaving, he runs into the
Herb,
corpse right
ATRB.
outside the door. There's the corpse. So then there's cops, and the detective
you call it
immediately
a quiz
the
corpse?
detective immediately is suspecting the band of being involved.
Which is
He's like, oh, it was a drug dealer gone wrong. Drug deal gone wrong.
drug dealer gone wrong. That,
I guess all drug dealers have gone wrong.
yeah.
Man, he
Hey.
used to be a really good drug dealer, and
Until
then
he
went,
just went.
yeah,
He
yeah,
went. There was a.
He started
he was
hanging
a
out with
drug
the wrong
dealer,
people,
and then there was
and,
a
you know,
scork in the
like-
road, and he took the
A
wrong
scork?
one.
Yeah, no.
Did
you say a
no, he
scork?
just started hanging out with the wrong people, man.
But I guess it would be if you were just like a weed dealer, and then you were like keep on doing weed or like go to heroin. And
If you're a
you
drug
pick
dealer
heroin.
gone right, you'd have some
Dude,
Quaaludes. to
that
sell
dude
us in
used to be the
Tennessee.
best
Facts.
coke dealer I ever met, man.
And then he started smoking that crack.
And next thing you know,
So
No, he just started selling whack ass coke.
yeah, it's all stepped on, broken down.
so
That shit's got baby
Baby
laxatives
laxative.
in it, bro. Well, it's better than the stuff with baking soda in it.
Oh.
Anyway,
all right, so we see the manager arguing with Jeff, the Quaalude head, and then there's some weird pool.
did he got me?
There's a weird pool, and somebody orders a double onion pizza, and I was like, man,
Don't get on that
I
shit
love
again.
onions.
Don't
Can I have your onions?
Shut
stop.
the
You're gonna make
fuck
him kill you.
And we see the manager and a guy walking in the woods, talking about some money.
In the woods.
No,
I thought they were, like, in a
I thought it was the
park.
manager. Maybe it was.
I thought they were in a park.
We see some guy walking
was
in
it
the
a
woods
park?
talking about some money.
Was it?
I
Was it
felt like there was a
Tim?
bridge.
There was definitely
Wasn't there a
Jeff.
bridge? They stood on a bridge for a second at some point.
Yeah,
It was in a park, I feel like. It wasn't
That's a
in, like-
different. I think so. We see Jeff and Herb. Maybe Jeff and Tim. It's somebody
knows?
owes somebody some money.
No, I know nobody. Like
Tim's on
even
the phone
out of
talking
makeup,
about contracts.
even out of makeup, I can't tell the
can't tell them
difference.
apart. The clowns take the stage. Oh no, they don't. It's just a party. But they're snorting coke and everybody's smoking weed. There's a acoustic clown,
Nice.
acoustic guitar
Because
clown
that's what I want
flirting.
at a fucking party. Is
And-
a guy dressed as a clown playing an acoustic guitar. Ian Lawrence already does that. Never mind.
I don't think he has to dress up.
Whoa.
That's what I meant. That was a
Hey,
joke.
pump the brakes on that.
knows.
Acoustic Clown is a funny band name.
So the acoustic
Acoustic
clown
clown.
starts
Or
making out with a
pessimistic
stranger,
What?
and then we see somebody unpacking a weird
you spell
case.
it?
Oh, it's makeup.
Did you
you
just
spell
let a
acoustic?
clown out?
Do you know what I didn't even know what a makeup case was. You know.
Yeah,
Until I saw
I know
this.
what a makeup. What?
Oh, like
the
wax
fuck are you-
paint?
So there's
You
a
couldn't
clown.
use context
Grease paint?
clues and know what a makeup case was.
Well, I saw when he started
don't
taking
know.
the makeup out.
It's a case that you put makeup in.
Yeah, but it looked weird before he took the makeup out. But there's a clown under a table doing coke and
A
a girl.
satchel?
No, it just zips. It's whatever.
It zips.
It zips closed because you can
Dude.
it's like it's like almost like a toiletries bag where like there's like a zipper on both sides. You can put like shit in this side, shit in this side.
This
zips.
case.
I've
was
seen
fancy.
the movie. I saw it.
I wrote party
Did
clowns.
you? You actually watched it?
I wrote party
Because you've never
clowns.
seen any of the Friday the 13th.
Pop bottles.
No,
Pop
I
bottles. That
won't
was for
watch
you, Emily.
those.
Pop bottles.
I know.
They pop
Stop
bottles.
with straight shots and then pop,
Pop
bottles.
bottles.
Hurry up, the bottles.
Yeah,
Shut
we
up,
got
bitch,
the ring like we won the
swallow.
championship
Chip
ring.
Am I
So there's a girl.
And I
in-
ball hard. Now watch me
Hey,
ball
hey,
harder.
hey,
I
hey.
am the Birdman. I am
Hey,
the J-House.
both of you guys, get back to it now.
A milli,
now,
a
now,
milli,
now.
a
There's a
milli,
red
a
bed.
Come on,
milli.
come on.
Red bed.
Underlay.
And there's a girl in the red bed. And the clown doesn't seem that
Was it a
interested.
period bed?
The clown doesn't seem that interested in her. He just wants to drink beer and look off
Shadow
into space.
sex.
But she's trying hard. She's trying to sell it. She's like, "You ain't never had no pussy like this, clown."
He
And it
said
didn't seem
shadow
like
sex,
it did not seem
lake
like he was
sex, or
paying
mirror sex.
red bed
remember?
sex.
He made us marry, fuck, kill,
sex.
mirror sex,
So-
lake sex, and shadow
There's a
sex.
little light spanking.
There's a difference.
Then some cavorting.
Apparently.
And then there's another clown that is also not into these prostitutes.
Sex workers.
They're groupies. But the clown, when he gets done, zips his fly. There's two clowns fucking in different rooms. And then there's a weird boardroom looking place. And there's this girl with big tits, Vernica Flower. I figured out. She's not named, but she's like begging for it. All these clowns, like, one
They're
pulls a
like-
knife. It's
They're
like,
a big band.
we
I mean,
want to fuck, but we don't want to act like we want to fuck. And they also like are running trains, like on all these girls. They're all moving from one girl to the
rooms
next.
too look like some like scene out of like something you'd pay for like a little haunted house.
if
like,
you could
adventure.
see it,
like
if
know,
you could
like
see
fake
the room.
blood smeared across the wall. Or
if
whatever.
you could see the room,
well, yeah,
it's dark
I
as
watched this
fuck.
on VHS. I couldn't see shit.
Well, I think multiple clowns, at least one clown tells one of the groupie / prostitutes that another clown is coming, not to
Sex
say
worker.
anything.
Another clown is coming.
Yeah, because they're
Oh,
like running.
no.
They're running trains on all these bitches. They're like switching off because. Oh, and when he's leaving, she calls him Daddy Clown. I had to.
I think I've got that written down.
got it.
Somebody's screaming. One of the clowns is screaming for a joint, and then we see this dark hallway stalker vision for a second time, and back in the red bedroom, the killer clown, slices the girl's throat. Back to the party. There's a topless lady stumbling around the auditorium, like away from everybody else, and the clown killer comes and stabs her in the tit. And
The
then
boob, the breast.
titties. And then everybody at the party starts throwing everything around like some kind of dumb food fight or some shit. There's one clown standing on the table, but he kind of falls off. And then we see, I guess it's a janitor, but I wrote mop guy. The janitor finds some toilet paper covered in blood and finds a corpse. And the cops come back. They're like,
He finds like a whole bathroom full of corpses, right?
The cops come back, and you think they're sort of arresting people.
Well,
it was obviously
all
the same
feet,
knife from the wounds.
That is a cool shot. It's all the feet under the stalls.
Yeah.
Whenever he's like going and
Tim's
pushing
been
the mop
busy.
bucket or whatever past.
Yeah.
Like-
we see it, but he doesn't see it.
Yeah. But
just finds that
only
bloody
just
toilet
discovers
paper.
one.
Oh, hey guys,
Yeah,
by the way,
because-
side note, sorry, real quick. So just FYI, my mom today,
Hi, Mom.
she probably won't hear this because I hope she doesn't. I don't think they listen.
Yeah, they
she
shouldn't.
got inducted into the Blount County Teachers Hall of Fame as a teacher
Holy
today.
shit, congrats.
Yes. Or well, it's
Miss
she's getting
Dunlap.
inducted in March.
Mrs. Dunlap.
But she got called today to by one of her ex students that's now a teacher, and she wants to do her introduction. And also, she got it before my dad, and she was like, "Well, he'll get it eventually. I guess they have eventually run out of people."
Well,
That's what she said.
Oh, man.
Emily, that's really sweet of you to call out your mom like that. But also, she's already been inducted for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Your mother's Lita
speaking
Ford.
of, I voted for Rock and Roll
Your
Hall
mom
of
what?
Fame.
Your mother is Lita Ford. You've never told our fans that.
No, but she has met Snoop Dogg.
So
She called him
Did you
Snoopy
guys
Dogg.
know that for free, everybody's allowed to vote for
I wish.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I voted for Cyndi Lauper. I voted
the
for
year
Warren,
was the-
Warren Zevon. I voted for Tribe
Warren
Called
Zevon's
Quest.
not in there already?
No. Willie
Why
Nelson.
are we talking about
and,
this?
You can vote as many
New
times
Order
as you
/
want.
Joy Division.
No.
I
Okay,
voted for
because
that.
I remember the year that Depeche Mode was up. I went in and I voted every goddamn day.
Like, I hope Tribe goes in before Missy Elliott.
But I didn't Dolly Parton
No offense to Missy
didn't Dolly
Elliott, I'm just
Parton
not a
deny
fan.
it last year?
I don't know.
She she was thinking
I know
about it.
Willie won't deny
She
it.
got inducted, and I think she denied it because she said it was like, this isn't rock. I got to do rock and roll.
Whoa.
I'm a country singer.
There would be no rock and roll without country.
But I think I don't know if they let her deny it, but she tried. Because she didn't think that she thought she should fit into the Country Music
can you
Hall of
believe
Fame.
Zevon's not in there?
No, I
Can you
can't.
believe Cyndi Lauper's not
Don't
in
tell
there?
Dingus out there because he'll
We'll have to listen to
he'll pitch
the
a
whole
fit.
discography.
Oh, he loves it.
Tell him to go vote.
I'll tell
Tell him to
him.
bring cops, guns, and money.
He sings that sometimes.
Okay, so the cops are back there. It's the same knife. One of them's getting an ulcer. This is when they talk about bringing in the undercover girl. The manager and the band are with the cops, and they're questioning them, and they're told not to leave town. But
You okay, Nick? What happened? What had
yeah,
happened?
man, don't hit us so hard.
What had happened?
Excuse me.
What
leaves-
happened? Are you okay?
So the cop leaves his card. The cop leaves his card, and one of the clowns, not in makeup at this point, burns the card. That was kind of cool. And they're eating sardines and peanut butter. The drummer, I think, is with the.
Do you vote every day or
scene
just like
clown.
multiple times
Go where? Pooping?
when you vote?
I just did it
It's
once.
once
I
a
didn't.
day?
I didn't know you could do it more.
You can.
I was not aware. I logged in with my
More than
Facebook.
once a day?
You
I
can
did today.
vote for people for the Rock and Roll Hall of
I
Fame more than
pooped 3
once.
times today. But I didn't have a big Chinese
you can
dinner.
get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame more than once a day?
No,
You can
people
vote, man.
They put up the nominees and people vote for it, and I think
don't
you
want-
can vote every day.
You don't want Missy Elliott going in before New Order, do you?
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. More than Tribe? Called
Yeah.
Quest? No, man.
I don't
Tribe
care
Called
about
Quest
I
is
like
better.
Missy a lot.
I couldn't
I
care
don't.
less.
I don't like Timberland.
You know what? Fuck you, He's one of the
Not
best.
with my daddy's
Fuck,
dick.
are you talking about? Oh, so you don't like Dirt
Oh.
Off My Shoulders?
You want... I don't know this one.
Jay-Z?
Guys,
Better
I'm sorry
learn
if she
and
starts
quick.
playing.
Dirt Off My Shoulders is it? That's Timbaland.
Well,
You're
I like
dumb.
Tribe Called Quest
You
better.
dumb. You dumb.
Hey, man.
Was
let's
Busta?
go.
Wait, which one was Busta
You like?
Rhymes
Do you
in?
like? Do you think Missy Elliott deserves it more than Cyndi Lauper?
No.
Okay,
But
thank you.
wait, Busta was it Tupac?
She's So Unusual is one of the best rock albums ever.
Yeah, no, I love it.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I own it. But Tupac was like kind of in one of those. It wasn't. Was Busta in Tribe Called Quest?
He was in
No.
something of the underground.
Digital Underground. No, that's
no,
Tupac.
no, he
Tupac was a Digital
Tupac was a
Underground.
dancer.
What was it? Leaders of the New School? or
Leaders of the
something?
New School. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who was in Tribe Called Quest that was like.
Prince Paul. That's De La Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, Q-Tip.
Q-Tip.
Q-Tip wasn't kind of it. He was the lead MC. I'd
He
say.
did. I mean,
Okay, so maybe
No,
for
I'm not a big
Patreon
fan
we
of
should do
Tribe.
it.
I'm not a big fan of Tribe Called Quest.
2023 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Patreon episode.
Yeah.
I don't like De La Soul either. Then, though.
Man,
What?
No.
I don't like
Jesus
backpack rap. I like
Christ.
fucking rap.
No, I like some of it. I like how the kind of language. And okay, so I was like,
Where were we?
I know that we're in the movie, but listen, I just found out.
we're at the guys burning
I
the
just
cop's
found
car.
out
I
last
said it.
week that Dr. Octagon was Cool Keith. I didn't
What?
realize they were the
Really?
same
Come
person.
on, man.
No, I didn't realize. And I like both of their this is the same person. So I was like, I love Cool Keith stuff. And then he told me that
same guy.
He was like, I was like, Dr. Octagon.
What was
he
Cool
was like,
Keith's group?
he was like,
Ultramagnetic
Yeah,
MC.
but he was like,
MCs,
I was like, yeah, I like Cool Keith, and but I said something like Dr. Octagon. He's like, that's Cool Keith. I was like, what? I didn't know.
Did you know that Delafunky, Homo sapien, and Deltron are the same person?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Obviously.
Souls of Mischief is the same as.
Did you know that Machiavelli
hieroglyphics
and
is a
Tupac are
mixture.
the same person?
You just spit. All
Also,
over
maybe.
yourself.
Also, I have a theory that Tupac is now still alive, but
This
he's
is
just
not a
Ja
hip hop
Rule.
podcast
No,
that
a
we
lot of
know
people say
nothing
that he's
really
like one of
about.
the
Ja Rule.
Jurassic 5 guys.
He's not alive, but Ja Rule would.
No, it's
look,
like a
Ja
Deem,
Rule looks
a
like
Deem
a
the
fucked
MC.
up,
He
deformed.
looks just like Tupac with a
Hey,
beard.
Ja Rule
Let's,
looks like a
uh,
deformed Tupac, though, too.
Isn't
John
this-
Rule?
Looks like a deformed Tupac.
John Rule, not
Hey,
Ja Rule.
Ja
That was a joke.
Rule. Oh, ew.
Jesus Christ.
No, we can't talk about him.
Guys,
Okay, we won't talk about him.
He.
man, you better
Oh, shit.
you better blitz through the rest of this.
Man, I'm more than halfway through.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry
I know.
guys.
I don't care.
I
So
don't either. This
the
movie
cop's there. He
sucks.
leaves his card. One of the band
It was a
members,
better conversation.
one of the band members burns
I
the card.
guess.
The drummer and the
Kinda
singer
same.
are
Like
eating
Bart.
sardines
The
and
Lord
peanut
of the
butter.
Rings thing.
And then maybe the bass player is smoking on the bridge. While
Is
the
this a Red Hot
drummer,
Chili Peppers song?
the drummer is fucking on a waterbed.
Waterbed.
I wrote waterbed? Question mark? Fucking apostrophe. Herb the
Well,
Shy
I'm glad
Guy.
that you didn't
Herb
put
the
the
Shy
G
Guy
there, but the
is
apostrophe
watching the
there
drummer
instead.
fuck his girlfriend, while Tim the manager is at the theater with the guitar player, and the guitar player's worried that they're sick and all their fans are sick. He's like, why do people like this morbid shit?
Tim the manager is the soup Nazi from Seinfeld once again.
And then one of the guys finds one of the other guys' letter from his mom. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? There's some moping in a mirror.
There's a lot of. Are you talking about? If you're talking about Herb, that's all he does.
This is where Herb pulls out the pill bottle.
Are we at the end of the movie
And he
yet?
pops some. We're almost there. He pops some pills. The
Have you
cop.
talked about people dying?
There's wandering. There's some knocks on the
Doesn't
door.
matter.
This movie is
Oh,
fucking god
the cop
It's
knocks at the
garbage.
door,
No, it's
and
horrible.
one of the clowns is doing coke. And when the cop comes in, he like blows the coke off and then pretends like it's a makeup case. I thought that was really cool.
My only notes on this movie I realized are lewds. Cocaine really made me horny.
Oh yeah,
Herb, Tim,
Cocaine really
Jeff-
made me horny.
Herb, Tim, Jeff, Dan? Question mark. Wait, so is it the manager? I didn't even figure out his name. Those are all my notes.
The soup Nazi. So we see the undercover
And
girl.
Tim is his name. but-
Undercover fake cop girl and the cop are arguing. She calls him a bastard. It seems like they might have fucked. I thought. There's a clown noodling on a
She
guitar.
calls a cop a bastard. I don't really. Have you've called cops bastards? Did you fuck them?
No, she's like, Lambert, you bastard.
Yeah,
remember his name.
because he fucking was using her.
He was fucking her.
He was
And-
blackmailing her. I mean, he
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
fu-
okay, maybe it is like To Live and Die in L.A., like that movie or
Oh, that
whatever, where
movie's
like,
way
yeah,
better than
where
this movie.
somebody is like using a fucking like, hey, you want to get out of jail, you want out of this case, like
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
yeah.
fucking you and you do this.
And-
maybe it is, but maybe Lambert's like doing that.
So there's a clown noodling on
Because
the
she
guitar.
does mention his wife.
We find out the fake knife is indeed working. And Herb's about to
So
do...
it's not a fake knife then. It's a different knife.
It's a retractable blade where you poke it in and it
Oh,
goes
you mean
in.
that it's
The
working
fake
that way.
knife.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
who
yeah,
picks
sorry.
The
up
fake
this
knife
is
is
so
not being a real
fascinated
knife.
with it.
So Herb's doing
They're all
somebody
like,
else's
"What?"
I know.
makeup.
You're like, so cool.
Yeah.
Herb's
and
doing,
it is.
Herb's
I
doing the
guess.
makeup of one of the
I
people
would
in the
do the
band,
same thing.
and then it gets cut short by Tim, who's like, "Hey, I need you," and then we see acoustic clowns in the green room. The cop claps and he likes that song. The undercover kind of shows up and starts flirting with Herb. We see the manager firing Jeff.
I need you.
And then Jeff acts like he's gonna fuck with Tim, but Tim punches in the gut and is like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude." The undercover girl is hanging out with Herb, and for some reason I thought his name was Ralph for a second. One of the guys' name is Ralph. She finds the knife, sees that it's fake, and Herb left, and then he comes back. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go get something to eat after this?" And then he finishes his makeup, and Lieutenant runs into this goofy sergeant who knows everything about the clowns. He's super happy to be there. It's like, okay. There's a blonde with a clown in the red bed, and she's really selling. She's like, "This pussy is I'm gonna break it off, man." And she starts cuddling the noose and doing a striptease. And I was like, I wrote down, "Is this what Ilsa was like?" I've never seen Ilsa. She won with the SS. No. Yeah, like, or I imagine like strip teasing while cuddling nooses.
I guess he's a Jew.
No. Ilsa.
Fuck.
All
He's
the
a
movies
I'm
are
not even a whole
worse.
Jew. I'm momster, which means my mom.
It means you're not really
my
Jewish.
mom is a shiksa.
Hey, you weren't like brought up.
I was brought up Methodist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know I was. I didn't know my dad wasn't my dad till I was 11.
Okay, we get to Mikey.
11-ish.
But remember, that's also the year that you found out that Santa wasn't real and God wasn't real. So,
when
Yeah.
it was a big year for
Well, you hear about Santa,
your uncle
then your
died.
dad.
Your uncle died.
My uncle died.
You found out Santa wasn't real.
No,
you
I
found out God
my-
wasn't real.
I found out
and-
my dad wasn't my dad. Then Santa.
Did you say you
And
were?
I came to the God conclusion.
Did you say
after
you
that.
were
after Santa.
After I found out my whole life was a lie.
Wait, did your uncle die first?
Yes.
Okay,
Did
so
you say
uncle,
you were
dad,
11-ish?
Santa.
I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, 10 or 11. So
11-ish.
uncle, dad, Santa, God. In that order.
Uncle, Dad, Santa, God. Yeah.
What a year for you.
Uncle Dad Santa got
His
his
uncle died.
Sounds like a
UDSG.
fucking stoner metal band.
UDSG, baby.
Uncle Dad Santa God.
Yeah. Uncle Dad, Santa, God. Uncle Dad, Santa, God.
I guess I've been depressed ever since.
Yeah.
I'm glad
This
you
is
guys
rock and roll slash.
serving up some real mirth with my awakening of.
Well, you're the one that gave it out.
pain.
You're the one that gave out the information. It was a big year for you, Mike.
It's black
So, like-
metal.
Do you
with
think it
a
was as big as the
banjo.
turd that you passed on the puppy pad?
It's about the size of that lava lamp.
No, but do you think that year in your life was bigger than the
I
shit
mean,
that
sometimes
you took?
when you're really trying to get a shit out, it seems like a year. No, I'm just worried I'm gonna have something pop in my brain. You know, people die trying to take
Or
a big
what about
shit.
when you just have a little pebble and you know that behind it
There's
is just
more.
no, it's not a pebble. It's a
It's
fucking.
like, did that come around the
gusher.
goddamn? Oh,
It's
man.
gonna be like it's gonna be like Yellowstone.
Pop bottles.
Hey, why are
What?
you guys?
You gotta get
Old
the cork
Faithful.
out
It's gonna
so
be like
the
Old
champagne
Faithful.
Why
You
are
just
you
have like a
eating
little
pebbles?
a pebble of feces,
Are you?
and
No, wait. Do
behind
you guys
it
have like?
You are.
is nothing.
Are you guys like birds?
And behind the pebble
You got
is
some goddamn Quaaludes without me.
no. I wish, but
Why are you so
no,
happy?
I'm not. I hate my
Vitamin
life.
D?
It's the lewds.
No,
Vitamin D.
I didn't do anything. No, well, no,
Hey.
not in a few days. So.
Get back to it,
pebble
asshole.
and then Old Faithful is behind it. You know what I mean?
I know that feeling.
And then you start sweating, like, cause when you're sitting on the toilet, cause it's just like you just want it to come out so bad, and you start like almost crying.
Pop out a puppy pad.
No, I'll never do that. I'll just sit and sweat and look at my phone.
It's
Why
better
don't
than
you pop out a
It's better than
narrative?
clogging out
Steve also
toilet.
comes with me, so like I have company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
He'll get confused if he saw Mama.
Yeah,
on the
where
pad.
are we?
He's seen Mama do a lot of things.
Do it,
I bet he has. That dog could talk.
dude.
Jesus.
God damn
We'd have
it.
him on the podcast. It's a fucking horror show up in
Come
here.
on, dude.
It's like my mom's a whore.
So the
Wrap it up.
prostitute slash groupie that was cuddling the
don't
news,
care
she
anymore.
gets stabbed, and
This is the only way we're gonna make this movie
bed-
enjoyable.
the band starts going toward the stage, and
And we're doing good on time. I don't care. Behind the scenes.
okay, so the killer clown killer, he tries to kill the undercover
Well, John
cop
Wayne
lady,
Gacy, I think, is the killer clown.
and there's a chase, and the Tim the manager clown killer, he's grunting a lot. There's cat
Wait.
and mouse, serious cat and mouse in this one. Whoa.
Dude, this has
Oh, God,
this has
so
some of the
long.
worst trope of people walking around.
Not as
cat
bad
and
as
mouse,
Fatal
and then-
Games.
but it's still bad.
Not 15
It's
minutes,
still ba-
but
you-
not 15 minutes.
It's not, but it's a long
Give me 2
fucking
minutes
time.
and I'll finish
Dude,
this shit.
that
This
fucking
turkey.
band is playing that same song upstairs while it's like ambient downstairs.
Yeah.
Like for like
Woof.
10 minutes.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And
It's
this
not
movie's
as bad as Fatal
It's not
Games,
even that
though.
long
It's
of a
so
movie.
bad. I hate this
So
shit.
one of the clowns on stage takes a machete to a mannequin. There's the hallway stalk, creepo vision, and the killer clown stabs the cop. Ah! And I said I would go see the clowns. So you guys, while I was watching
I'd
that,
go see him.
that's a good show.
I would go see their show. I mean, I have no issue with it. I have an issue with the movie because you can't fucking see anything that happens.
So then we see the undercover girl.
Every time I go to a
again,
show, I think I'm going to the clowns.
and
Even the ones I play.
Well, they are clowns.
there's more cat and mouse.
Me
And
too.
so
Yeah,
at one
exactly.
point, the cop is dead, but she hasn't found the cop yet. But she's covered in blood, so I feel like I missed something.
Who
The,
cares?
the
It
undercover
doesn't
girl.
matter.
So she runs around
She found-
in
she
the
found
basement.
another- she found
way
another
too
dead
long.
body.
Oh, okay. She must have found one of the
No, she
prostitutes.
did, and I can't remember who it was, but she did find someone before she finds the.
Then she finds the cop and
But
she's
maybe-
like,
also,
"Don't
I
die,
think-
Lambert, you bastard!"
But also, I think she gets cut too before that.
Does she?
I think so.
She's been being chased
She
for like
gets
20
cut
fucking
and then she
minutes
runs
now.
away. She gets away, but I
Well-
think she's been cut.
She takes Lambert's gun, but then she gets stabbed. And they do the fake knife trick on stage, just like they did at the beginning of the movie.
Cool.
And Herb finds the girl.
Ralph.
There is a Ralph, and for a second I thought Herb was Ralph, but it's really Herb. Herb finds that girl.
There's a Dan apparently.
He finds the girl who he had a date with, the undercover girl. And we see
undercover pussy.
the killer clown coming after Herb, and we know it's the manager.
It's that gumshoe pussy.
And it turns out like the coach in that other movie
The show Coach.
the coach that I thought the wrong guy was the
Oh,
killer.
Death
Craig T.
Screams,
Nelson.
aka House of Death.
House of Death. Yeah.
When you thought it was the disabled.
The
kid.
manager's mother was a loose woman, so he wants to kill all
Carmen
prostitutes.
Sandiego.
Yeah.
So Herb falls
Where in the world is she?
onto the stage,
Pretty
and
loose.
the killer clown jumps on
never know
him
where she
on
is.
stage, and the band like stops playing,
No one can ever find that bitch.
and
Maybe she don't want to be found.
Well, this is a common trope in horror movies. Also, is
The manager-
men with fucking mommy issues. For
yeah.
God's sake, I
So
mean,
Herb
you don't
dies
really
on,
see
Herb
women
dies on the
with
fucking
daddy
stage.
issues.
The manager
in
comes out
movies.
after him,
In life,
stabbing him,
maybe,
and starts. For
Okay.
some reason, while he's stabbing him, the manager starts. The manager Tim, the clown killer, he's just yelling, "Stop! Stop!"
It's weird.
Stop!
man.
He doesn't say stop. Look at me. He's, stop what? The
I
band
don't
stopped
get
playing.
it.
He's not yelling. The
Murdering
band
me? I
stopped.
don't fucking know.
I
No,
don't
he's
get
the
it.
murderer.
This movie sucks.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
He's
It's
yelling.
terrible.
Probably why he
He's yelling.
apologized
Stop.
for being in it later on.
Well, you shouldn't do that.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't
I
in the
didn't
movie.
say you. I did say the word you, but I didn't mean Emily.
You meant you as you. Okay,
He.
anyway, whatever. Tim's the killer.
Tim's a killer.
That's the end of the movie, really.
Steve Nazi.
That is 100% the end
Like
of the movie.
it doesn't it freeze frame on his face.
Yeah, while he's yelling stop.
And you also like it's hard to tell that it's him.
Yeah.
Like I was like I thought he was. I was like I think that's the manager, but I wasn't 100% sure.
see
So,
that.
No, yeah, I knew who it was.
but
But also, like, it took a while. Like, what was the dude that, like, that Herb, who wasn't in the band,
right.
who was painting his face?
Yeah.
Who was the dude that was being a dick and bumming money off of him? And
That was
why,
Jeff, the
That was
one that
why
got
was
fired.
that a character?
He's in
He
the
went out-
band.
No,
No,
was
he's
in-
not.
yes,
No,
he-
he's not.
No,
Yes,
he
he was.
goes out and
No.
introduces them.
Yes, he gets fired at the end
He's
from
like-
the
no,
band.
he's like a roadie, but
Herb's
he's
the
not
sound
good.
guy. Jeff's like the loader and unloader.
Oh, I
of
thought he was in the
equipment.
band and they
No.
just
No.
okay.
But he
No.
was scoring quaaludes for the drummer.
Yeah,
And for Herb, I guess.
Drummer's the redheaded one.
But the dude's just an
had
asshole.
red-
and he's
I didn't even
a
know they had
useless
different color
character.
Reddish.
hair.
I'm not
I
good
don't
at telling
know.
my
I
hair
know.
is red.
Okay, so kill count.
Oh God.
This is the first time that I've ever done a movie
Shit.
where there was no way to find out these women's names because they didn't have names. So
Shallow graves.
one is sorry, I messed up and I put the first kill is that apparently that wasn't real. So the first one is a woman buying drugs. She's stabbed to death at 9 minutes.
Selling.
Well, selling. She's stabbed to death at 9 minutes. The second death is a woman who's stabbed at 26 minutes. It's a cutaway off screen. The third death is a woman who has her throat slit at 28 minutes. Then the fourth one is a woman stabbed in the chest at 30 minutes. 5 is a woman stabbed to death at 1 hour and 4 minutes. So that you had to wait 34 minutes for that. And everything in between is like mopey and whatever. Number 6 is the cop who, what's his name? Lambert. He's stabbed in the stomach at 1 hour and 13 minutes. Number 7, the undercover prostitute stabbed in the stomach at 1 hour and 17 minutes. And then 8 is, I wrote Art, ? There was a character named Art who was stabbed to death at 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, I missed that.
Okay, so this film was made in 7 days.
Really?
Producer Sandy Kobe, or Cobe, whatever, he also acted in the movie playing the theater manager. We already said this. The
Go
Clowns
Steve.
rock band was portrayed by a real rock band called The Names, which I do want to listen to their song from 77. I'm going to do that.
I'll check that out. Yeah.
Cast member Larry Thomas, who played Tim, the killer, the manager, wrote an extensive piece of. It's been deleted since then, but I remember seeing it when it was originally up. So he wrote an extensive piece about the movie entitled "My Apology for My Performance," and posted it on the user review section of IMDb. He went on to be the Soup Nazi in Seinfeld.
And he didn't apologize for that.
He was also in Night Ripper, Dr. Spine and Mutilations. in the 80s.
Sandy Kobe, or Kobe, whatever, produced also To All a Good Night.
Yeah.
And, get ready for this, Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
So there's your mistake. And
Wait, that was the writer of the script?
the producer.
Producer.
But David Hess directed To All a Good Night. That was the
Steve
very
is ripping right now.
The director Don Edmonds also did Elsa Shoe Off the SS. That's all.
He
I
was
have.
an actor in True Romance. He
What was he?
no, I'm sorry, he was a producer on True Romance.
Oh, okay.
He was an actor. He was Harold Bradley in Home Sweet Home, the guy that owned the house.
Oh,
Mistake's Dad.
remember Business Wayne?
In Ilsa, he played the swordsman in black.
Yeah, he loves to put
He was
himself
in-
in the fucking movie, I guess.
He was
and
also in an episode of The Munsters.
And all the Ilsas, there's a lot of porn
Are you gonna get a
actors
bag for
too.
that? Yeah, true.
He directed
And it was very, very
also
close to being a
Ilsa,
porn
Harem
itself.
Keeper of the Oil
Yeah,
Chiefs,
it's
which is the...
all of them.
very exploitation.
He did the first... there are many Ilsa sequels. He did the first one
yeah,
as well.
the OG. Okay, so stay gagged on.
Whoa.
Wait,
We haven't-
what? Rate it.
But so I have a couple notes.
Oh, sorry.
Calusa was one of the whores that got killed, and her
Oh,
real life
I'm
husband.
sorry.
They were both in
Hawk
boarding
Adley,
house.
boarding house. They play Mod Girl and Mod Boy.
Yeah.
It's Kahlua or whatever, and he goes by Hawk Adley and sometimes as the director of boarding house, but his name is John Wintergate.
Yeah.
But he
James-
has a new name now because they're like these new age people. and
I
they're
don't
fucking
know
weird.
which person these guys were, but James Roberson was also in Superstition and Town That Dreaded Sundown. I think he's in the band.
I don't like.
Wait, no, the
Town
band
That
was
Dreaded
actually just people from the band in real life.
Yes.
They were not actors.
Right.
But another one of the girls that got killed, Verkina Flower, was in Drive-In Massacre, Beyond Evil,
She was in
and
Driving Miss
Capture
Daisy.
of Bigfoot.
I'm just kidding.
I got to see this Capture of Bigfoot.
Why?
What do they do with him? We got to rate it.
Probably put him in a zoo. I don't know.
I'd
What do
go
you
see
rate this
Bigfoot
movie,
in a
Nick?
zoo.
I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I really, really, really loathed this movie.
Ouch.
0 fucking
Oh,
stars.
Really, none?
zero?
This movie sucks.
I give it.
Like,
I'm going
Dude,
2.
I'm gonna go.
I'm not trying to be a
2
jerk.
stars
okay,
for me.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm not
I
trying to
give
be a
Dead
jerk.
Alive a
No.
1.75. I'm gonna give it a.
There was a whole like
0.75
minute
one.
and a half. I was like thinking, okay, so whenever it first
It went
started,
by
it was
fast.
so dark because it was like VHS or whatever. But it was just like
No, the YouTube
No,
one was better.
everything's bad.
wandering around in
They
like
never,
the
like,
subterranean thing. But the thing
remastered
is,
it.
I was like thinking in my mind, and be like, I was like, man, it'd be funny to like take a picture with my phone of like how dark this is on my TV.
Yeah.
And then after like 5-6 minutes,
You
I was
can't
like,
at least just give it
oh, God,
0.25
it's-
for just them making it like.
The band's cool. The names.
No, I don't like the music.
I enjoyed it,
the
but-
clowns
I did
thing
not.
fucking
I
sucks.
thought it was okay.
We're doing Rocktober Blood this month, and Rocktober Blood makes this look like
Zero
fucking
fucking
Citizen
stars.
Kane.
If you
I'm telling
have you
you.
haven't seen Rock and Roll,
Wait.
you haven't seen Rock and Roll Nightmare.
No,
have
but
you?
I've heard it
But
has
that's what
Thor
Thor-
in it.
It does,
Yeah,
but you're gonna
Thor.
fucking. It's awful.
Well, this
No,
is awful,
what?
but
No,
I like
I've seen
awful
that movie.
shit.
That movie rules.
See?
They're all bad.
John Michael Thor.
You don't like Evil Dead 2 and fucking...
No, I'm just no. In
Wait,
general,
you did watch this. This
In general,
I've
rock and
seen
roll
worse.
slashers
This is all
suck.
right.
That movie,
No.
we've already
Okay,
covered.
what do
Blood
you guys
Tracks,
rate this movie?
2.
0.75.
And you're bitching at me for 0.75.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I mean, it's at least
You
it
give it
did
fucking
It had
75
babes in
cents.
it. They had Quaaludes in it.
and it went. I mean, it was.
It had a
just-
cool
lot
trick
of drugs.
turning a Coke mirror into a makeup mirror.
I could zone out and not miss very
And
much.
the names are good. Names are,
I didn't think they were bad.
Horrible.
names are a good band.
But
Stay gag.
I have found
on-
out that
oh.
rock and roll slasher sounds like a good idea, and it just never really works out very well because, especially with this movie, I was really excited years and years and years ago when I finally got it on
What about
VHS and then I
Demons?
watched
Does
it. And I was
Demons
like,
counts as rock and roll?
no,
Slasher?
I mean rock and roll slasher is where it's like
I
like a
know,
band.
Wait a
dude.
minute. Hackle Leonard kind of does.
I mean, there's a band. There's no just because a band plays at a party.
It's
That,
a
Night of the Demons 2 would be a rock and roll slasher because
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
you're
like,
right. Yeah,
No,
if there's a music in the
there's
movie,
a dream
then-
band in it too. The dream band.
Yeah,
where
that-
he's the guitar player, and there's the weird lady dancing with
well, you know
multiple
what?
arms.
I'm really excited to rewatch Trick or Treat with like the 1986.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen him
Is
forever.
that next week?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Trick or
No,
Treat's
no. Yeah, maybe.
I think it's the next
I
episode.
think it is the next episode. Anyway, okay. So
Black Roses kicks ass.
So I give it 0.75, you give it 2, you give it 0. Okay. I'm gonna make you give it 0.1. So stay gagged.
0.01.
All right.
Yeah. Stay gagged on diddly.
Stay gagged on sardines and peanut butter.
It's
'Cause
disgusting.
they eat that.
It's weird.
No, well, no, I have nothing.
What's your favorite? Stay gagged on your favorite thing to eat on tour. What's your favorite thing to eat on tour, Nick?
Oh,
Beer.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna go on tour for that.
Cheap beer.
No.
Besides
what
beer,
would be your favorite thing to eat for real?
You gotta put something in your stomach.
Well, okay. So I have something to say about this. There was no tour. Terror on tour.
It was their last night at that venue, and they were having a party, which is where most of the murders happened the next day.
That's not
But
tour.
then they were leaving.
But they were on tour. They just
You can do multiple shows in a tour at the same venue, right?
They do it
Oh
all the
yeah,
time.
absolutely.
They do it all the time. Yeah.
But like,
Like
that,
the B-52s played like I think
This was
recently
one
2
stop
nights in
on
a
the
row.
tour. We didn't. Thank God we didn't have an extra 20 minutes of them like showing up on the bus. Ugh.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. This movie is terrible. I'm sorry to be such.
But when you're on the road, what do you like to eat?
Oh,
What kind of car do you drive?
wait, whoa.
I'm sorry. Is it a
It's a
Toyota?
black one.
Hey, get out of here.
I mean,
His license plate number is
it's a Civic.
no, I need to
G.
like
Are you fucking ordering a burger again?
yeah.
Emily's
God.
It's a
ordering-
chicken salad
Emily's
sandwich.
ordering a
God
burger.
damn it.
All right.
Stay
Stay
gagged on a
on
chicken
everything.
salad
Emily,
sandwich.
fucking sign us
Stay
up.
gagged on all of our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Gag Me with a Knife podcast.
What a piece of work.
Buy our merch at gagwithanightpodcast.com. Become a Patreon for early access to episodes, member shout outs, bonus episodes, and
Early
fan
access.
requested episodes. And we'll be doing another prize drawing at some point, maybe if we get to 25. So we'll
You
see.
also get to hear the episodes a week early.
Yeah, that's why I said early access to episodes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
I
So,
thought I said it.
also, Katie, you're a dumb bitch, and
Hey.
we are so glad that you love having sex in your
Hugo,
butthole.
Marlene, Kay, Christy.
Okay. Anyway,
All the people that
and
love
get
us,
ready
we
to
love you,
rock
too.
for the rest of the month of March.